Welcome back and thank you for joining us. And now we move straight ahead to our interactive segment, which is our phone-in segment where your voice matters. It's that time where you call in to share your thoughts on what we'll be discussing this morning. Now, our topic this morning is one that affects every Nigeria: national security. In recent weeks, we've seen a worrying rise in kidnappings, school raids and violent attacks across the country, especially in the northern states. In response, the Northern Governors Forum and traditional rulers recently met in Kaduna to tackle these challenges. Their communique, called for measures such as the suspension of illegal mining, the creation of a regional 228 billion naira security trust fund, and a push for state policing. But this isn't the first time leaders have convened to address insecurity. Over the past months, we've seen multiple security summits across the country. At the federal level in Abuja, regional meetings in the Southwest and South-South, and state-level gatherings aimed at coordinating local security strategies. Yet, despite these initiatives, attacks continue. Families live in fear, schools remain closed, and communities are abandoned. So this morning, we want to hear from you. Do these summits, communiques, and emergency declarations actually lead to real change on the ground? Or are they simply a circle of promises with little impact? Pick up your phone, join the conversations. The numbers are displayed on your screen. You can also send in your WhatsApp message, and let's discuss whether Nigerian security strategies are producing results or if more decisive action is needed. However, when you look at, the security summit that is being, organized in Nigeria, the aim is to find solutions, to discuss about the issues we're facing in Nigeria, and then find a lasting solution to it. But before we continue, we have Shetima on the line. Hello, good morning, Shetima. Thank you for calling in.
Good morning, Bagudu. Good morning, Hauwa.
Good morning.
Good morning, Trump TV. Good morning, Nigeria. This is Shetima Yakudiwa calling from Maiduguri.
Good morning. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Well, honestly speaking, one thing I want all of us to understand is this time is not a time of talking, but rather a time of action. This talking, but we are praying. It's a one step forward, at least I can say, because we can see when he started here in Maiduguri, it was only we within our cycle we had been talking and talking. It did not generate the talk at the regional level or at the federal level. So now it has been talking. It is at least there is hope that things will change, and we are praying for that. And all these talk that they are talking, we are hoping and praying that action will follow immediately. And all these things, we know the solutions. All the people know the solution. We know the way where if the step has been taken, at least we will see a change. Like what you are talking about, the provision of the security, at least local security, it will be in the line of vigilantes, or the hunters, or the youth of the states, to organize them the way that the civilian JTF here in Maiduguri have been organized. Let's empower them. Let's give them all what they want, all the needful things that they deserve to have, so that they can curtail this money. You see, honestly speaking, things have been going out of hand. Each and every hour, the things have been coming worse. You see now the report that we see in Nasarawa. If at all our people, they will be vigilant like that, things will change. And immigration have to wake up, as well as the custom at the borders. They leave our borders become very loose. Every useless person, undesirable element are coming into our country. For you to have access to another country will be difficult for you. But why our own country has become so open place? Each and every rubbish can come in. So we have to wake up. We have to reorganize ourselves. If at all we want to get out of these manners. And we are hoping and praying this will not be a mere talking where they will drink tea and sip juice and just get away. We are hoping and praying all what they discuss, all the suggestions, all the advices should be put into action. We are hoping for that. And also, this issue of order, we want government to look into it. Where this order is hiding, when undesirable elements, all that criminals are being gathering up, the report will reach them. They say they do not receive order. We don't know where this order is hanging. The things have to be done about this order, so that the order will be given on time, so that the action will follow on time, so that we can see the end of this madness. We are hoping and praying for Almighty Allah intervention to see the end of this madness. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you,
very much,
Shetima, for contributing. So
Maimuna,
back to our conversation.
I wanted to say something. One thing that really caught my attention from that meeting is this regional fund that is meant to be put together.
228 billion naira.
Now, according to them, each month, each state and its local governments will contribute 1 billion naira monthly to be deducted at source. So that means before the money reaches their account, it would be deducted. But at the end of the day, what plans do they have for this money? We understand that we always have these kind of things where funds or a fund or trust fund would be opened for a particular reason, but then you never see exactly
at the end,
you never see get to the end of the line. But let's take our next caller.
Before we continue, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Andong. I'm calling from Plateau.
Good morning, Andong. Thank you for calling in. Kindly go ahead.
Yes, it is a welcome idea that the stakeholders have met. But we have had so many meetings over the decades and no proactive action. I think they should be more serious about people's life, not about their tea and the money they could receive as DTAs for their so-called meetings. We're tired about this. Nigerians are suffering. The government is not doing anything. They keep paying lip services to everything that has to do with the common man. It is not really something worth pleasing. Of course, like my last friend Shetima said, we have serious organizations that can take care of these miscreants. Like the Forest Security Service, they are a very perfect organization that can handle this. If the power brokers in the security system can allow this organization to thrive, Nigerians will, in the next 2, 3, 4 months, Nigerians will be happy to have a country. So I equally see, in fact, the failure is coming from the NSS office, because he is the machine, he is the engine of the security. So he needs to wake up. The minister has resigned. If he cannot do something, he too should resign and give people a chance so that serious people can take care of the security architecture of this country. Please. That's my contribution.
All right, thank you, Andon, for calling in. Hauwa, I am so excited you drew our attention to the trust fund, being discussed by the northern governors in terms of, contributing this money to find a lasting solution to curbing the insecurity issues that we're having in Nigeria and what have you. But I always say it, when we see, great initiatives like this, when we see, very excellent, brilliant ideas when it comes to certain issues like this, at the end of the day, implementing them becomes a problem. And then when Nigerians, call out for accountability and transparency, it becomes another issue for the leaders to be accountable to the people in the first place. But then we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Tony Eze, calling from Benin.
Good morning, Tony Eze. Thank you for calling in.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Well, the thing in the matter is that someone like me, I expected that by now there will be action. Because the president declared state of emergency in the group. So by now, all these things are government target. I don't think we need them for now. We don't need them for now because our house is on fire. Just last Sunday, one of my brothers from tinubu visited village, and he was attacked. He was attacked right away in my own village. The wife was shot at the hand, the driver was shot at the hand, and the man was kidnapped and took away. Up to now, no any news about him. So all these things that government is doing, we don't need it. We need programs to meet all the security aspects for to be in action by now. All this money that they are giving to them that they are defrauding, the governors are defrauding. Give it to the security direct. Don't give it to the governor to give them. If any insecurity lasts more than 1 week, it means that governments are not doing something about it. And I will give you an instance. There was a time in Otuko where I'm residing in Benue State that almost every day, all these authorities, they are killing themselves. And the matter was handled by local government chairman from his own security, done it with police, and the matter was over. So if the governors are telling us that they are waking up from sleep, we don't need their waking up from sleep. We want what the president said to be in action. Emergency in security sector, let army, police, everybody that is concerned, do something about it. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much, Tony. You know, making a point of understanding that at this point that the president has called for a state of emergency when it comes to security. It is quite important to be able to tackle it swiftly with utmost urgency. But then one thing that I believe is important that they made mention at this security summit is that the illegal mining has been identified as a key driver of insecurity, and it is something that has largely contributed to the instability going on in the north.
Absolutely. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, my people. This is Maimuna from the state.
Thank you for calling in. Go ahead.
Yeah, from what I really appreciate what you are discussing this morning. This issue of security summit that they are doing every time like this, it can't change any situation. It can't change anything. We have seen different things of what is going on in Nigeria. Even I think I'm expecting this governor or in our government to do is to push out the sponsors. Let them push out the sponsor of this Boko Haram, of this bandit. Let me tell you the fact. These people that they are doing the meeting, among of them, they are Patatua. Among of them, they are doing nonsense. Among of these people, they are doing all this bandit Boko Haram information about the security personnel of Nigeria. All the people you see, they are the people themselves that they push out the sponsor. What in Nigeria and outside, that is how peace can reign in Nigeria. Even among the security personnel, there is a lot of informants that are giving this Boko Haram bandits and the kidnappers the information. But they teach them how. You can't be doing it. Even Kaneti cannot do it, my sister. Kaneti cannot do it. Kaneti cannot do it. Let them fish out. It is when they fish out these people that Nigeria can have peace. And when they fish them out, how can Boko Haram die? All this machine, all this big AK-47, where are they getting it? Where are these guys getting it? To kill themselves or to kill all the innocent people? Or they don't say they are doing in another area. And then fish out the first sponsor. That's the only way the peace can reign in Nigeria. Thank you. God bless you, my people.
Thank you for calling in and sharing your thoughts. You know, when we look at, meetings like this, even from the northern governors and, other governors in trying to see how they can solve these issues, let's not forget that there are also some summits that comes up every year where they talk about national security. They invite good people to have panel discussions and give, lasting solutions to this problem. But at the end of the day, but then when what happens, but then the problem we always face is follow through. after those meetings, after those summits, people no longer see the need to want to follow through.
It seems like everything gets dropped right
there,
the
and it ends there. Even agencies, you know, that are being in attendance are not willing and ready to follow through, and that has always been our problem. That is why we come back every time. Each time we have these issues, is that we're coming back to square one.
At the end of the day, repetition of the same thing and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity.
I like that. We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for calling in. What's your name and where are you calling from? Okay,
hello, good morning.
I think we lost that caller. Do well to call us back and share your thoughts. The phone lines are still open and the conversation is still on. Would want to hear from you this morning concerning the security summit. We see all the time with discussions being held, finding solutions to solving and curbing most of the issues that we have in Nigeria, most especially when it comes to security. But then at the end of the day, we get same thing.
Yes,
we have Abasin Kong on the line. Good morning. Thank you for calling in. Hello, Abasin Kong, are you there?
All right, I think we've lost Abasin Kong. Make sure you call us back so we can hear your thoughts. You know, Maimuna, at this point, we have heard several plans. We have seen several initiatives that have not been put through. And we have heard very, very good, you know, resolutions that could help when it comes to security. But at this point, I believe the country needs to do what... all right, let's...
We have Adi on the line. Good morning, Adi. Thank you for calling in.
Good morning, Maimuna. Good morning. How are you today?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Go ahead with your...
You can see that Nigeria, we are a blessed country. You see, if the 19 state government wants to raise 220 billion, can you imagine what that money will do for people in the north, in education and health? But now they want to raise that money just for security. But they know where these bandits are in the forest. They know where they are. They don't need to waste money. So go and invite them from the forest, settle them with businesses, then there will be peace. They are focused on the left area where the asphalt is and give military some equipment to finish the job up. Want to get rid of the bandits near you. You know, giving them 2,000 titles. So 228 billion. When people like Europe or America is reading this, they will say Nigeria don't need any monetary assistance because we are rich. So that money will invest in the life of the people in the north for education and health. Very, very important. Security summit. We need security summit because we can share ideas. Once you share ideas within yourself, then it will help. Then my advice to me, because I used to work in the military, we used to invite the senior officer from Colonel upward, the entire one. We will have meeting with them. They will not tell us what they discuss, you know, which is okay, intelligence-wise. Then we will share ideas with those people. You know, they are well read. They've been to so many countries overseas. So that's why they are senior officers with the red men, something like that. So we should continue with that. And if Christian officer now is brought back as a defense minister, that will help a lot. So we have done our summit in the southwest and the southern part of Nigeria. Yesterday, we called it that a paper seller in my town, a paper seller. She was traveling to Okene and they kidnapped her inside the bus with the people. Up to now, they are not a paper seller. And they want all of us to now raise million to come and get free paper seller. What they want to achieve? Because they are on drugs, they are on drugs. They don't care. You know, because they have disease, they are killing them, you know, they are running down to this southern part. But we are capable in dealing with them when they cross over. You know, like I used to say, we don't rely on gun in the southwest. We don't rely on gun. God has given us power. So we deal with them with that. So I support the security summit, but they should go, those who know them, the bandits, they should use Gomi. Gomi went to Holy Land, they rejected the Holy Land. When somebody rejected the Holy Land, what do they say? So send him to the bandit to go and talk to them. Don't waste 228 billion. When people are suffering in the north, So you need to give them good water, good life. That's my advice to the governor. So security summit, nothing bad in it. You can change it for people that matter. Not anybody anyhow. People that matter, who are well read, who are well exposed. When they share ideas together, then something can happen. God bless Nigeria. Enjoy your day.
Thank you,
Adi. Very much,
Please, quickly, I want to add up to what you spoke about when you highlighted the trust fund, that was discussed in the meeting with the northern governors, because, they would always say that one of the major issues why these things are not being pushed forward when they have this conversation is the lack of funds.
But imagine now that how we have seen this, have rallied up and
absolutely, now that we have seen this 228 billion naira in wholesome with 1 billion naira each from each state. Let's see what happens at the end of the day.
We have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Please, can you turn down the audio of your TV set so we can hear you clearly?
All right, ma. Please, ma.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Adisa.
Your name is?
Mrs. Adisa.
Thank you, Mrs. Adisa, for calling in. Where are you calling from?
From Abuja.
Thank you for calling in. Kindly go ahead.
So please, ma, for this our situation in Nigeria, we cannot talk to government, but you get access to be talking to them. You should help us to find solution for all those matter and this thing. So everybody said now. We now are supposed to start to our people, but now the situation of the road now, definitely nobody feels travel. Everybody is scared. Even for the house, we should just please. The innocent of the people for this Nigeria is too much that it's too much. It's too much. It's the government you should just find solution. To help us, maybe they want to talk to all those bandits, or they will ban them. Because we don't know the bandits, I think my government is bandits, we don't know. Because we do meeting, and before you know, all those people, they don't hear. All those people, they cash. You don't need to be broadcast that you want to carry them, go court. If you silence them, the way that they keep it, when they keep themselves. Definitely, if you want to go and meet them, it's no need to be annoyed. So that everybody will know here. Let's go quickly to go and meet these people. See the way they are killing all those our army. It's unfair. They are not let God though. We will not fit talk, but thank God. We did talk to you, we will help us to talk to them. God bless you. I really appreciate this program. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam
Thank you very much for that.
Calling in. Of course,
Maimuna,
yes.
Earlier I was going to mention that at this point that they've called a national emergency on security. I believe we can take a page from President Trump's book and say that we go in guns blazing so that at least we douse all this that's going on. Because at the end of the day, it's getting too much from this angle to the another angle. All around the country, we are hearing
before we started the show, we're talking about that the frequency of the attacks they're becoming and the kidnappings is just
too much at the end of the day. Just yesterday, a farmer was abducted from his farm. How much is the farmer going to get? How much can a farmer pay for his ransom? It just does not make sense how they think. It just doesn't make sense how they attack. It just doesn't make sense how they go about and do these atrocities. And at the end of the day, it is very important to make sure that it is stopped, because a lot of people are suffering, a lot of people are dying. Some lose their lives in that process.
We need to
people get displaced.
Into this.
People
the
lose money, lose funds, lose life savings.
And each time they talk about security, we know that the burden and the whole huge strength is on the federal government, and that's why they say security matter is all about everybody needs to put their hands together.
Absolutely,
solving
absolutely,
this issue.
Especially the state governors, because they are in close quarters with everything that is happening. It's their sole responsibility to make sure that the people of that state are safe and secure.
And also they should have an open door, have a synergy with private sectors as well. This is a time to collaborate with anybody that is willing and ready to put their hands together in making sure that we bring a lasting solution to the insecurity issues that we're facing in our country. But then we have some couple of WhatsApp messages this morning. Keep your messages coming in. We have a message from Alhaji Sani Jarma, and it says the security summit can change things in Nigeria if they will adhere to this system. Government can stop this menace by intensifying a 24 hours and 7 days surveillance. This means the combined security put together be divided to four personnel of mixed agencies and to resume for 8 hours surveillance at ward level and close for the next personnel on duty to take over duty using the same arms, vehicle and gadgets, compromising all the agencies put together at ward levels synonymously in the whole of Nigeria. Now, this will restore back the trust the people have to even point out the bad eggs without fear of reprisal attack, knowing that they have the security around them in their wards permanently, because the banditry takes place in the vacuum of lack of security personnel. So this criminal come in at those times, do whatever they want to do, and they get back to the bush. And then our own government will react instead of proacting by sending troops to go after them. In most times, the troops don't even know where to look for the criminal, because the criminals would have carried their victims for about 12 hours walk in the bush. Therefore, it's a call to the office of the NSA to, as a matter of fact, advise and support Mr. President to adjust the security narratives for Nigerians to keep this renewed hope alive.
All right, next up, we have Adamu Muhammad Usman from Kafang Hausa in Jigawa State, and he says, good morning, everyone. What really accorded to take part in today's discussion is simply to thank Trust Television for sticking on this topic of insecurity and giving Nigerians the opportunity to air their voices and opinion on this biggest, highest, strongest and deadly menace of insecurity in the country in order to get solutions to reduce insecurity or halt it. I still came in order to say thank you and hurrah to the presenters for doing well. Keep it up, Trust, and our presenters. We are tired of empty promises and endless sermons on security summits. But before I conclude, I will say the summits didn't change anything, only that we may hope that yesterday's one can bring something positive. Yeah, Allah come to our aid and make it easy for us. May Nigeria rise again and work positively well by the special grace of God. Thank you very much, Adamu Muhammad Usman, for that.
All right then, Hauwa, that is all we have on our interactive segment. Indeed, security matter is a very important matter, and we all need to come together to put our heads together, put our hands together to make Nigeria a safe and better place to live.